Says I'm live. Got the same thing I had on YouTube or on Facebook. Oh, wait a minute. I am a dumbass. YouTube, I was about to complain about something. Thought, why don't we have a video preview so you can at least see what you've got coming? Well, I had the camera lens shut for whatever reason. Oh, because a lot of smoke, and if I'm not using it, I keep knocking it over, and it's holding up pretty good, but usually they get pretty gungy if not. Anyway, for YouTube, the new setup and the interface here, it's only been, I guess it's been a little while since I've done one of these on YouTube. But I got to tell you, I really like it. It's clean, slick, sleek. It looks like it's got everything I want on it. We haven't run it through the tests yet. In between YouTube and Facebook right now, I think it doesn't get any easier. So I think we're in a really good spot for starting to do some of the next things that many of us were, I don't know if we were dreaming of, because here we are, how many years later, and we're experiencing what we were trying to do and thought we could do overnight back then. Now I see some of the problems that we were running into, and wow. To me, this is a milestone, just being able to get to this point. Anyway, wasn't sure what I was going to say because I just felt that it's been a while since I've done any YouTube videos. I've done a couple on Facebook. But for the last, probably 2 months now, I've been kind of inactive online for the most part, with the odd little sporadic bit of whatever. I'm not sure how the audio is in this right now, so I'm bringing this a little closer just in case. Oops. Not really set up in the best of situation at the moment for this, but like I said in a video with Paradox Man 316, we're basically flying by the seat of our pants. You know what I mean? It's kind of awkward, so I'm looking at the screen. I want the camera kind of just so it makes it a little more personal. But in the middle of renovating, I'm trying to create an area where I can get Tara into the picture here, and we can share maybe some of the resources on the computer. In a previous video I did on YouTube, will you excuse me because I can't go on a second longer if I don't have my my proper Pepsi. Remember what they say, drink Pepsi, be sexy. Hey. Right. And that's something you got to hit a lit cigarette and goes to light. Talk about habits and nervousness. Crazy bastard. Without getting into the explanations of all the stupid shit I do, I want to focus on some of the really cool stuff I've been experiencing, and I'm hoping that we're getting into. To do with the Earthship Solutions, the Earth OS game, and then we've got the Earth OS game on there's kind of 3 or 4 organizations with the same name, all kind of paralleling, and I thought I came up with that name. And then I see these guys doing it, and it's like, hey, that fits. I can see how it fits. Okay, so I start linking them all up, and so far I've seen no conflict with any of the interfaces, so I'm really, really, really pleased about that. In the early days of this, holy fuck. It got to a point where I started feeling like, is it worth it? It's getting ridiculous. But here we are in a new situation where, well, I'm looking at my apartment right now, or the rented space I'm occupying, and actually cohabitating and sharing with Tara right now. And like I said on Facebook, I'm trying to find where her strong points are. We were talking about bringing people into this. See, I don't even have a name to call it yet. Into the game. Let's start with that. Into the game, to find their flow, their perfect partner, their perfect place, their happy space, that kind of shit, right? I guess a lot of us have expectations coming in. I know I did when I went to the reserve, which sounds funny. It was a Six Nations reserve. Don't even know what the language means yet, so I'm not sure how to translate that. I got challenges. My heart is always crying out to go to the forest. And yet I find myself coming back to the computer. And every time I do, I try and justify it. I've already done that before I even get in here. A lot of times I get in to do what I think I... Okay, hang on. Let's rephrase this. I'm outside in the forest and I'm maybe building a little fire pit, experimenting with how small of a little hole you can make in the ground, or the tiniest fire needed for give you adequate heat and warmth outside. And the results I'm getting are fucking fascinating. And I could go on about that for quite a while because I'm going to be doing some experiments on that again soon. In fact, we've already done a couple out in the woods, which, from my own memory, I found another camp that was built out in the woods again, in the spot where I often look for mushrooms, and someone had built a fire pit. First time I found an actual fire pit. Not a cone, not a fucking, what do you call that, a volcano, but an actual in-the-ground fire pit, below grade, below the surface level of the ground. It was a little on the large side, but hey, sometimes you got to excavate a little bit, and I could see that whoever's out there working on it is actually got an idea in mind. And I've seen there's a few places like that in the woods, and I'm really enjoying that because for a hiker that goes off trail a lot, it's beautiful to come across these spots and see that there's others out there like me. They're doing the same thing, and we do it naturally because it's just I don't even know where it comes from. Maybe it was my upbringing. I don't know. When your heart motivates you to do something, when your mind resonates, yes, we can make that happen, and the whole soul is happy with it, that's 100% unanimous decision. In politics, that's a definite. Whoa, yeah, landslide win. It's as good as done. Okay, got a little dramatic there. So I'm looking at this YouTube stuff and I'm thinking, okay, I do these different programs and podcasts. I was mentioned to Tara the other day, well, what are you, like, where's your really strong points? And how'd you get here in the first place? Wasn't this to do with the work that we did online with the Atlanta crew? I've never heard anybody yet so far mention that project. It's almost as if it was like some fucking weird top secret. I don't know. I even tried looking shit up on it and couldn't find anything. So maybe I dreamt it. I don't know. It goes back to the Occupy movement. We were all going through some really wacky shit, I guess, at the time. But we had some really good teachers, and I was taught some incredible things on how to use a computer with people that literally so far I've never met in person. So either I self-taught myself, or the operating system that I pretend to have a part in developing. Paradox. Anyway, back to what I was talking about on Facebook. Been working dirty all the time. Dirty all the time. You know what it's like to have an ADHD mind? And you know one of the best ways to write convoluted code so that people... Well, I'm not looking to be effective and reach a wide audience. I'm looking to get a very, very narrow audience. Some of the people that I find really get it. And not all of us can be gardeners. Not all of us can be computer wizards or game experts or psychological experts. You know what I mean? Like, it goes on and on and on. There are times I'm thinking I just want to learn about cooking. And I'm just looking at my brother going the way he's working through. I mean, he's doing the beer, bread basics. And they are the staples of life, okay? And each member of the crew that I know, from family to friends, I could see these incredibly amazing things, right? Where I can't compete with that, nor would I want to, but how can I benefit from what they're doing and also offer a benefit to them in exchange so that we can all make this all fucking work like a finely tuned machine, if as it were, and dance as if we're like on Stars Dance Stars, and be able to wail out a fucking chorus together at the same time in the form of music or just the work we do, the message we bring. As much as I know I keep saying this, I hate getting online. I really do. I feel like it's, I feel like I'm being a reporter, an entertainer, and a phony half the time because all I want to do is go be outside and I'm tied to this. I feel like I'm stuck here until it's like there's a missing link. So when Tara arrived, I thought, boom, I can go out there now. No, there's a lot of stuff to do here in this, and even the environment I'm in. There's some tough times coming up as far as winter goes with two people here. And with one of them, myself, I already know I can do it, and I've done it a few years now. And there are uncomfortable times, but you know what? There is in the summer. The advantage of the winter is cold, crisp air. Your lungs fucking, you feel like you got more energy. You don't get that. You're not quite as lethargic, and you get to go into hibernation mode as you cool down. I mean, and no bugs. And lots of nighttime visibility. I mean, there's a shitload of advantages to winter, but food and personal comfort as far as warmth goes can be challenging. Now, Tara's about to experience that. So it's like, I've got to make sure that this is going to be okay beyond just for myself. So I feel like I'm detracting from out in the woods. Plus, I got to still come back and do internet stuff while I'm still trying to renovate and make it comfortable. So my pillow, so all stuff that's been thrown away, and I try just sitting around and just doing your stuff. You just start moving things until it fits for the moment. It doesn't matter if you got to wreck it later. You just got to make it work for what you need for the now, right? Well, there's more to it than that. And we'll get to that. At this point with Tara being here, I'm thinking about the Twin Flame Partner stuff, about the Perfect Partner program, about the Garden City Kickstart systems and the live stream applications, and about my story, my song, and a whole shitload of stuff I've got on many different platforms. It basically represents the Earthos paradigm. And I'm still working the language to communicate that. So where does this leave us with respect to what's going on here at camp? We're in a state of quantum uncertainty. Until the waveform collapses into a definite moment in time, that's all I can really tell you. I have a brother that says to me, always do something every day that scares you. So I wake up every day. It's the hardest part of every day. I'm not kidding. It scares me. Every fucking day I wake up, the first reaction is, oh boy. Oh, instead of panic and terror now, it's just more of heavy anxiety. And about a half hour ago, I actually said or did something that made myself laugh. And it's been a couple of weeks now, and I'd forgotten about this. My day at work doesn't begin until I can laugh from inside. See something around me that's like, I just genuinely fucking get like you're not, like, I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but it's something I just become aware of maybe last, about 6 months ago, I guess. And all summer long, I was able to do that, and slowly that started to go away. And then I went on a holiday to do some work at some family member's place. I feel silly because I wish a lot of these people that I want to mention their actual names have explicitly asked me not to ever mention their names. So I feel in a state of like, fuck. It limits the ability to get this job done. And what is this job? Well, this is where it comes in. Okay, I was wondering kind of barked out at Tara the other day, and I said, "Hey, Tara, why don't you just report online what you're doing every day?" Dave. This is Dave talking to Dave. I can only imagine what Tara might have thought is, well, I'm just kind of here following your lead. Maybe. I don't know. I still have to talk to her about it. Plus, if you're out there, Tara, you know where I am. These are some of the things that we're kind of going through because there's going to be other templates, and I really should be, got to do this now. I should actually mark in these videos before I even begin. It's meant for DevOps and not for public, but part of, I don't even know where I got it from, but part of the deal was when I was in the Atlanta group, I had to stay popular and public and do a personal persona profile project or something like that, which I did. I'm just saying, there's a lot of pee-pee in that, eh? When they say piss on it, they weren't kidding. Say something. Okay. Something. All right. Oh, geez, I think. Wait a minute. I'm on the computer. Yeah, I think I can go quite a while on YouTube. I'm just not sure. Okay, so now I got all the live stats on top, which I didn't have before. We got a timer. End stream is right there. I got microphone volume. I can get the. Oh, whoops. Hang on. I think I just